Now let's break down our featured story of the day and the latest from Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, projecting the Bitcoin price is likely to hit $1.5 million per BTC. Let's break this baby down, shall we? And welcome those just joining us and tuning in. Make sure to say hello in the live chat, and at the end of the show, I'll read everyone's comments out loud. So as you can see here on your screen, this is the one and only Cathie Wood, early Bitcoin adopter and very savvy investor. And now US-based ARK Invest last month announced its entry into Europe and said the odds are going up that the Securities and Exchange Commission, better known as the SEC, will approve her firm's application for the spot Bitcoin ETF. Let's go. Now, ARK Invest, which last month announced it had acquired the UK-based Rise ETF to assist with its push into Europe, filed an application with the US regulators in April to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF with Switzerland-based 21 shares. The SEC has yet to approve a string of spot Bitcoin ETF apps that it had received from asset managers, including the likes of BlackRock, the world's largest, Invesco, Fidelity, and Van Eck. We're talking about behemoths. Last month, the SEC delayed its decision on ARK spot Bitcoin ETF and now has until January 10th of next year to make up its mind. Quoting her here, we're partnering with 21 shares in the United States, hoping to launch a Bitcoin ETF. And if it's ever approved by the SEC, we think the odds are going to go up and that it will be approved, Wood said during a media call 3 days ago on October 5th. The acquisition of Rise, which manages $450 million across 11 European ETFs, gives ARK Invest directly entry into the European market and a platform from which to launch and distribute products globally. The deal, which was brokered in just a few months, also raised the prospect of ARK launching crypto-focused products over in Europe. UK, let's go. In the US, meanwhile, Wood's flagship $8 billion ARK Innovation ETF includes Coinbase and Block amongst its top 10 holdings. Wood is also one of the biggest Bitcoin champions. Let's go, champs. She has previously predicted the Bitcoin price can top $1 million by 2030, and it's currently trading, as we know, just shy of 28,000. There are already several crypto exchange traded products on offering the European investors, with firms such as Wisdom Tree, Fidelity, Invesco, and Global X among some of the providers that offer them. Wood said that any crypto-focused products would probably see ARK Invest relying on their expertise of 21 shares rather than trying to create products from scratch. However, Wood said she did not anticipate any problems, including indirect crypto plays within any product ARK Invest Europe might roll out in Europe. Quoting her here, my sense is there won't be any issue, but we are still working through this with our partners who are speaking with the regulators. Now, Stuart Forbes, the co-founder of Rise ETF, said the firm was looking at ARK's existing fund lineup into the US to determine which ones are right for the European market. That one is very much in contemplation, he said, referring to the flagship ARK Innovation ETF. Now let's specifically break down this $1.5 million price prediction and how the numbers take us there. Now, ARK Invest Management, better known as ARK Invest, is now more confident in the Bitcoin price now reaching $1.5 million per coin. That's right. Earlier this year, she even got more bullish, upping her prediction from 1 million to 1.5 million. The firm's CEO, Cathie Wood, said in an interview on Bloomberg, our confidence had increased towards the bull case. Now, the bull case, which she referred to as one of the three scenarios which ARK Invest outlines in its annual Big Ideas 2023 that was published back in February of this year. In the firm's base case scenario, the price of Bitcoin is projected to reach $682,800 by the end of 2030, which you can see here in this chart, while the bull case scenario envisions Bitcoin soaring to $1.48 million per coin in the same period. And then the base case, again, is 682,000 in the middle. The bull case is on the right, 1.48 million. And then we have the bear case, which is the worst possible scenario, still shows Bitcoin hitting $258,500 by the year 2030. Let me know if you agree or disagree with this outlook. Now, Wood attributed the increased bullishness in Bitcoin to the regional banking crisis we experienced back in March, when several major banks failed, including Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. As the regional banks are going bankrupt and stocks are imploding across the board, Bitcoin rallied from $19,000 to $30,000, the ARK Invest CEO noted, emphasizing the following: that was the flight to safety. That is the insurance policy that we believe everyone will want at the end of the day. So stack that BTC and get your insurance policy, folks. Multiple people have warned that more banks are about to fail, including Rich Dad Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki, economist Peter Schiff, the notorious Bitcoin troll. He believes that all the banks will fail and people will suffer mass losses as the banking crisis unfolds. Wood highlighted the Bitcoin is an insurance policy against two things. Firstly, she emphasized its role in protecting against wealth confiscation. Preach, whether through direct means or through inflation. And secondly, in a deflationary environment, Bitcoin serves as a hedge against counterparty risks. Facts, emphasizing the decentralized and transparent nature of BTC. ARK Invest's executive believes that a repeat of the financial crisis of 2008 and 2009 will not happen. We won't have an 08-09 with Bitcoin. Everything is decentralized and transparent, no obfuscation, she stressed. So there you have it. And if you want to dive even deeper into the mathematics beyond how she reached this conclusion of 1.48 million in their bullish case for ARK Invest, check the show notes below the video in the description for the full breakdown.